Alright guys, we're back for another Bitcoin technical analysis. I fixed the audio. For some reason I was plugged in to the wrong jack. So hopefully you all can hear me. I can hear myself very well, unfortunately. So let's look at the market. It's been, I don't know how many days when we did our last video. And I just want to share our thoughts. When we last did this, we were projecting an increase. I believe this was possibly the rising ascending triangle. I keep saying rising for some reason. It's like rising wedge. It's like ascending wedge, whatever. Yeah. So it's like I did something like this, perhaps, and then this was gonna go to 72. Of course, we got rejected multiple times. You see this resistance here. This green little box is a resistance. So we had this. Can't do it well. Something like this, right? And if you can't go one way, it's gonna go the opposite way. So let's see what's happening. It's my first time looking at the chart since my video from I don't know when. Let's check briefly. Okay, we're gonna be here for about like maybe 8 to 10 minutes for this video. So yeah, it was 4 days ago, and I did see the market retracing, and then I looked at this greater picture. I was like, yeah, whatever. It's just going sideways, right? So we could have gone in either direction here. So let's get some arrows here. So we could have gone. So what was that? 4 days ago. Today's 26th. So this is a daily chart. So 4 candles ago was 22nd, Monday or so. So we were somewhere here. We were in this little green box. So I said it was either going up or we are going back down. So we are just, in the middle of nowhere, no man's land. So we did what happened here. So yeah, it's resistance, now support. Now we can clearly draw this level, perhaps even rectangular, because it's a range of support and resistance. So this is the area. Right now we're bouncing between these two. We can even extend this further, and we can say this is going to be a long-term play. This is just the daily. Stochastics haven't reset it, so we could just curve back up and be ahead of the top of this channel at 670k. Not surprising. I mean, it's not even surprising if we do hit back all the way. We can reshape this ascending or this symmetric triangle like so, and we can say we hit the top of this pattern here. So let me delete some lines here, because we were projecting these targets, which of course after a certain period these all won't play out. And yeah, let's delete that as well. Yeah, but I mean, getting back to, so we were where were we? Monday, right? So this is what happened, right? Let's look at the 1 hour for now. Just look at the more recent time frames. So double top, it's gonna go down most of the time. So that's the target. I mean, well, that's the measurement. That's the M pattern right there. So that would be like this target, this line here, red line. I'll make it yellow. If you look at this, and then the bottom of that will be right here. So then this is how I drew it. Now it's going to go down here. We bounced off of the yellow line, which is the 200 SMA. Bounced off and back up, and then we're just in between these moving averages, and then we dumped. Right? Why did we dump? It's a good question. First off, there's no volume since since mid of 19th of July. So like for 5 days we're like above that. So once we break below, then we're gonna then this support here no longer can hold, right? So when we break down, it's gonna be go to the next low, which if I look at the previous lows or previous support, it'll be here, right? So that's where we went, and we got supported, and now we're back. And once we supported, you see this the double bottom, and you can analyze this. What we can do is we can analyze this real time or just back tracing. So you have that, and when we can even do a 15-minute analysis, you can say, okay, well, that's the bottom. Well, it's not actually a good bottom. We can't really do much measurement, but we do see a bearish or bullish diversion like that. Well, the music is not too loud here. Should get something. Yeah, so see, like this lower low and a higher low here. That's a bearish diversion. So that doesn't necessarily give us a measurement back up. If this was clearly a W, then we can say we can measure that. Can't really do that right now. So, but I mean, if we really wanted, we could say the W was like this, and so you can say this is the W, and then the measurement go from the top of this to the bottom of this, and so we made it. Now once we made it up here, then you can form a flag, and then that will propel us back up if that holds, right? So we could have had something like this, right? Or even an ascending triangle perhaps, if you really want it. Broke down, broke back in, and then up we went. Measured move was this. We went beyond that, and the resistance we broke through, and it's just everything is just propelled. And the 21 moving average crossing the 200. Now then, we've just been staying above the 21 for the past day or two. This is what's really happening. But now we're hitting a node here, this shaded area, and this region might just be the resistance, and then we can head back down here. Volume wise is okay, I would say, for 15-minute time frame. 1 hour time frame is okay as well. So this is what I see. So this is still bullish because low stochastics for 1 hour. Clearly the 21 is a support. Now we're pushing right as we speak here. This could have been a lie, but anyhow. But don't forget that in the longer time frame, if we redrew this newest symmetric triangle, this would be the top of it. But if you look at the original, right here, this one, technically we haven't broken up. We've still got some room to go to 70k. Stochastics are unusually high for a 4-hour time frame. It means we might be heading back down, resetting. You see this RSI is also curving down. This blue line of the RSI, stochastic RSI, is also bending down. That's one sign of a possible bearish move. And well, then to be honest, there's a few things, right? Like there's no bearish divergence, but there is some higher high, but a lower low or lower high for volume. Could be just that we're entering the weekends, but we can even go back the last weekend. That doesn't mean much because sure, we have the same thing, but then you see we're just staying up high until we hit the double top. So if we do another double top, that could be another sign that we might finish the run or short-term run here. But there's another thing I see on the 1 hour. I see an inverse head and shoulder right here. One. Oops. Let's not use this one. I don't like this one. Just draw it like that. That was the shoulder. This is the head. We might be forming another head, or another shoulder, or we already made it and we have this little shoulder right here. Right, that could. The measure move of that. Look, the neckline is this. And join this like that. So the neckline. So the target will be 71,700. Okay. No idea. Could happen. Is a bearish move? The bearish move I would say is this symmetric triangle, this trend line here, downward trend line. So yeah, we looked at the 1 hour, the 15. We're not looking at the small time frames. 4 hour we looked at a little bit. Right, daily. Yeah, and weekly is looking healthy. We're heading back. Stochastic supporting aggressively. And yeah, this new trend line seems like an interesting one, because if we were to redo this, this is now the way it should look, right? And if we reject it, then we're heading back down. Very interesting to see the next week or so how that plays out. ETF approved for Ethereum doesn't really do much anything like this. It's not that interesting, right? Like, not too interesting for Ethereum. We're not going to cover too much. It looks almost the same as Bitcoin, except this is more like a descending triangle to me. It's hard to really do it. I think it's more like this. Or alternatively, we can say it's also a symmetric triangle. We're at the bottom of it, bounce back. But with stochastic falling, this may not be over yet. This might stay down a little bit more. So I'm not really covering Ethereum. So the main thing was the Bitcoin, right? So yeah, as long as the daily we are above the 200 moving average, I'm pretty happy about that. And what about the rest of the market? 56% for Bitcoin dominance is okay. We'd like to see it at least past 60. But we are getting we closed an all-time high, or not all-time high, a local high. We need to get back 57, right? See how that goes. That will be interesting to see. Total market cap, whoa, we're back to 2.37. I was telling in the last video, to that 1.9, we break 2, we're gonna head back down, then another low. So we survived. So if we can get back to 2.56, I think that would be very bullish for everybody. Alright, so that's it for today's Bitcoin technical analysis, and hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, feel free to leave it below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Turn on the notifications so that every video you won't miss. Alright, until next time, see you later.